You can order whole waves of World of Nintendo figures at Big Bad Toy Store. Link in the description down below. Dragon Ball, Pokemon, Kaiju, and more. It's Steven's Toy Reviews. Hello there, collector. Steven here, and I'm helping to celebrate the release of Mario Maker 2, as much as we can anyway, with a double Mario review for you. Today we're going to be taking a look at the World of Nintendo Maker Mario and Explorer Mario as a part of their 4-inch line. That's right, we're going to have one, essential repaint of Mario, and the other one is going to be a brand new sculpt of Mario from Odyssey. Very neat here. Now, with that in mind, are these two really good quality figures? Are the eyes going to be right? Is the paint going to be clean? I don't know about this one. So let's take a look to see whether or not they're worth adding into your collection. We'll go in chronological order of release and first take a look at Maker Mario here. Now, you know this design from Mario Maker. Why they called it Maker Mario, I don't know, but it is what it is. Mario has a nice yellow and red design. You can see he has his utility belt. Okay, it's a tool belt, but utility belt sounds better, doesn't it? And he also comes with his nice hammer. So I already went ahead and took care of the accessories because he doesn't really come with anything else. Now, overall, for quality control, I think they did a rather solid job here with only a couple of small issues here and there. The big ones just simply being some paint being outside of the intended lines, and you can kind of see where the nose connects into the face. Doesn't necessarily look that great. Otherwise, for about $10, we do have some nicely sculpted features on Mario. All of the usual details you would expect are present, including the nice hard hat with the straps going around his ears and under his chin and all of that neat stuff. Like I made mention before, the tool belt is the accessory alongside the hammer, and the hammer can actually slide into the tool belt, so that's pretty dang cool. Something else that is a plus for Jakks Pacific here is the fact that all of the painted parts actually match the other parts of Mario, which are cast in that specific plastic. So for an example, we're not really going to have two different color yellows on Mario. They're going to look the same. Overall, it's nothing to go over the moon about, but it is pretty nice. Hey, and speaking of moons, here we have Explorer Mario, which, wow, talk about a brand new sculpt here. So pretty much this is all new from the ground up because the head sculpt is basically entirely different from previous Mario releases. You may say that it was reused, but if you take a look at the hair, well, it does look entirely different. Plus, he's sporting that adventurer's cap. He does have on a whole new outfit, a backpack, some ropes, and a sleeping bag. So, yeah, it's brand new. Okay, maybe the hands were reused, but good job here. Plus, it's still in that $9.99 price tag range, or, maybe if you include shipping and handling or whatever. But anyway, it's definitely good to see that Jakks Pacific is putting in a little effort to have variety for your Mario options. Now, one of the cool things about this is that it's not simply just that cream color for Mario's main body. Yes, we do have the sculpted pockets and the little zippers here and there and whatnot. Yes, the paint for the belt looks nice, but we do also have sculpted in fabric marks all over Mario. So it's that small attention to detail which really helps to drive this one home. Now, when we take a look at the articulation in a minute here, you're going to see one of the drawbacks for this figure. Now, one of the bigger things about this one is that the eye decal placement from the prototype was not necessarily that great. It looked like Mario's eyes were kind of going, wall-eyed. And unfortunately here for the final product, it doesn't necessarily look all that much better, but it is better. So all in all, for Explorer Mario here, he does look pretty good. Now, for accessories, he comes with a blue moon. Yay! Blue power moon. Cool. Yep. It does have a sort of dot matrix printing for the eyes. And that's it. Could have come with a support stand of some kind. All right, time to talk about articulation for Mario here, and it's pretty straightforward. We have the head, which is effectively going to be on a swivel, so this way Mario can look left or right, and that's about it. The arms are going to be similar to what you all know and love, with a swivel and hinge, so this way he can raise and lower his arms. It's pretty, ooh, what's going on here? Yep, that's pretty nice. And then we do have elbow hinges, and the wrists have swivels, so this way you can spin the hands around. Now, unfortunately, the belt here doesn't really perfectly fit around Mario unless you move it all the way up like that. So if you want to position it down here, which is a bit more reasonable, yeah, you kind of got to do this all the time. Not fun. But anyway, for Mario's hips, we do have ball joints, but due to the sculpt, it's going to be rather limited, so we do get this kind of movement here. And then knee hinges. So not a whole super-duper lot of movement out of Mario, but we can get some pretty basic poses. So that's good. Now, onto Mario here. Oh, went from one Mario to the other. Pretty much the same, but not really. So we do have a little bit of a swivel here, so this way we can spin Mario's head from side to side. No ball joint movement, but that's okay, I guess. We do have swivel hinge shoulders. So this way we can raise his arms, spin him around, and we do have hinged elbows. That kind of breaks up the sculpt a little bit. So if that is not your thing, then, well, good luck there. We do, once again, have swivels in the wrists, so you can spin the hands around. Do we have anything at the waist? No. But for the hips, we just have swivels and then hinged knees, so this way we can kind of move the legs around, and even then the swivels at the hips, they're not going to be that great. So this version of Mario, not really going to be that articulated, just some pretty basic movement to sort of help make it look like this version of Mario is going on an adventure or something. So do keep that in mind. Neither of these figures are going to be super duper articulated action figures, but hey, you can kind of pose them. Alrighty, now we're going to go ahead on to a size comparison here, so this way you can see how big these Marios are, and they're going to be about the same size as each other, so that means with any of your already established Smash Brothers displays or your Super Mario Brothers displays, they're going to look just fine together. So buy now, skip, or wait for a deal. A lot of folks are on the fence about Mario Maker 2, but what can I say here? Well, simple. Both of these guys are pretty much worth a purchase because they are rather unique designs for Mario, aside from just a simple power-up, and they are going to add some nice variety to your shelf. That is definitely why I picked them up, and guess what? I haven't played Odyssey yet. Yep, I still got them. It's always a good option to have choice. If you're thinking about getting these two, I would recommend getting them sooner rather than later before any licensing issues prevents Jakks from releasing anything else, or maybe there are a lot of other folks waiting to pick them up. And aftermarket will drive up the value. Well, collectors, that brings us to the end of the video today, and I just wanted to take a second to thank you so much for watching. Now, you've heard a lot from me. I'd like to hear a little bit from you. Drop in the comments down below whether or not you liked it, you hated it, or maybe you were somewhere in between. I also want to take an extra second here for a nice, humongous thank you to all the patrons for SDR over the last month who have really helped the channel grow into what it can be today. So to all of you, 2 big thumbs up. Thank you very much. And now the end card should be popping up, which will give you a few clickable links, like maybe to subscribe or head on over to my Patreon, or some short URLs, like to my social media or to my Teespring store. There's also a video I hand-selected for you, so if you want to watch another SDR video, I hand-selected some good content for you to watch, so definitely check out that video. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll catch ya in the next video.